Power brother, and I am, and we are encouraging and inspiring our people to wake up, to be radical thinkers for a changed mindset, and that is what we need to do. And like I say, I'm not your news. I just speak on the issues to give you the solution for our direction from my new mindset of a different way of thinking. That's why I'm encouraging you to do. Have a different way of thinking. You will change your life. You will change your environment. You can be a better mother, a better father, with a different mindset. Because this is the problem, trauma. And we're using the old program, the old thinking. We must change that. Now I'm gonna bring in my brother Eddie. And well, I like to get some comments, man. We're trying to have a name for our show that we're gonna do often, or at least once out the month, where we just try to bring somebody on that's talking or putting out some knowledge for us on TikTok, quick videos, trying to reach out to people and just trying to get more insight on our people and trying to get us to wake up and just unite as people, but just bring more topics to the table to show people that brothers like myself and my brother Eddie, we're working on it, and we encouraging others to work on the transformation and changing their mindset. So, like I say, not your news. I'll just speak on the issues to give you a solution. It's changing the mindset, changing the program. The title say then and now. We're gonna talk a little bit about then and now. You know what I mean? Welcome in, my brother Eddie.
What's up, Ro?
What's up? You there?
Y- Can you
I
see
don't
me?
see you. I don't see you.
You can see me. Okay, there it is. There it is. You
Yeah.
don't. I think you have to see me, brother.
Huh?
I'm your invisible brother. You don't have to see me.
He's nah, he's not Caucasian. I'm not gonna play with y'all. He just a brother, real dark in the dark. uh,
What's up with you?
not much, bro. Hey, that movie.
Yeah. Are you there, bro?
It's lagging for some reason.
Okay. You said something about the movie, bro.
Yeah, I watched the movie.
How was it?
It's touching. It's hard to watch that shit, man. What's the name of it
Of
again? I
course.
keep slipping my mind.
It's Sounds of Freedom.
Yeah, Sounds of Freedom. I encourage anybody to go watch it, but it's very gun riching. It's hard to watch, man, because it's about the past to bring to the present. If you know about the guy, he's it's a deep movie and it's talking about sex trafficking and what's going on right in plain sight. And it's really not nothing being done about it. It's a $1 billion business, and it brings us to what we're talking about right now. Then and now, people back then it was slavery. Now it's sex trafficking. What's the difference? Different times, but the criminals never was prosecuted. And
Right.
far as I know, they got money when they released the slaves. They got money for each slave, right?
You right about that one.
Don't that tell you
And
something?
and what are they doing with the sex trafficking? They getting money from it.
Yeah, they say it's taken it's took off, and they using the platforms for social media, which we knew from our area for us then and now the dangerous times for us the internet. It's easy access to a child. As long as a parent allowing the child to be on the internet and not monitoring that child, right?
Right. Right.
Then and now,
Right.
and then people are even letting like their kids at very young age giving them a phone. what's that
Very.
what's that doing? That's lining them up, putting them in danger.
Yeah, it's very dangerous, man. And what the other thing is dangerous, like the video game consoles, and the internet, and people can get traffic through there too.
Right. Then and now.
Right. Didn't have that back when we was kids. We didn't have that type of internet.
Well, it was very new to us, and they was warning us about the dangers of the internet, and being on the web. I think they really don't enhance it enough, and now it's even easier with the cell phone. They got a computer in the palm of their hand, and it's more dangerous.
We're this is technology world now, man. Technology is so fucking. It's dangerous. It's helpful. Uh, on one hand, but it's dangerous on the other side for our children.
And it's very helpful. It's easy to be just across the negative and bad things
Right.
then and now.
Right.
then and now. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna show these two videos. And like I said, people, I'm talking about then and now. I know from our era, it was a respect. I know from our era, it was a time, rules in the streets, rules from the hood for us. You never show your gun unless you're gonna actually use it. Not in a negative way, but a way of having some type of respect then and now.
True. True.
So let me just show these videos and we can just elaborate on those.
She and a man began arguing. That's when they say Hood's 14-year-old son came into the restaurant. We've blurred the boy's face because he's a repeater punches Carlisha Hood in the head. The violent attack was captured on this cell phone video, which was shared on social media by a local activist and has been viewed more than 32 million times. We froze the video before the impact of the punch. Police say as his mother's being hit, Hood's 14-year-old son fired his gun repeatedly at Brown, shooting him in the back. Police say Brown ran out and the mother and son did too, with the son still shooting.
No one else in the establishment did anything. And so once he saw his mother being severely, hit, he took action.
The two surrendered to.
I'm gonna leave it at that with that dude. Then and now. Was that the right thing to do for the 14-year-old? Brother Eddie, you still there?
Yep, still here, bro.
Was that the right thing to do, being 14 in these times?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Talking about
In these times.
and then and now, what's first, these times are different. The only thing I'm saying, and that's Chicago. That's not how you solve problems. You should have been calling the police. A gun is for protect. He didn't just protect. He killed another man, another black man. Wow.
Right. And it's sad that it had to happen like that, though.
Could have been handled different. It was an older man up in there. Watched the whole thing. The minute he hit her, the OG, he ran out the door. I was like, oh my goodness, people.
So my thing is, the old man was like, "Shoot, I'm trying to save my own life." It's not funny, but
We can't keep turning our backs on the problems. If that happened in those times, in that time of the day, and you just getting your hot dog, it can happen anytime. What would you do, my brother, for us, the older guy that ran out there, ran away, left? If that was his granddaughter or his child, what would he expect?
Right.
He would have done something. What did he expect for myself or you to do? You expect somebody to stand up like, hey, brother, you ain't about to do that not up in here. I on everything I love, I would have intervened because that's the right thing to do.
That's true.
He could have saved his life.
Yeah, I mean that older man was just a coward, and that's all I can say about that one. I don't know if he just didn't want to be a part of something, and he could have like helped it out, and talked to the young man, but hey, we will never know.
Then and now, you know what I mean? It was guns around in the 80s, and guns been around. Guns been
Yeah,
around.
90s while we was growing up. Shoot, I remember plenty of times walking home, and some OGs would tell me, "Hey, this ain't where you want to be. Keep pushing." I was like, "All right, cool." You know, You don't get that. You don't get that no more. They don't tell you to keep pushing. If they see you and they see you, something happens. Hey, you next.
Not a line of respect. Cause in the day,
Right.
OG should have stepped in, and the young dude, he shouldn't just took his life like that. You know what I mean? He took his life careless way, man. He didn't care about life to take another person's life.
Right.
And
Right.
then they got off. The mom and son got off. So you think they at ease? They ain't got to worry about retaliation in Chicago or anywhere you go in this country.
Oh, you already know in Chicago, you're gonna have to worry about retaliation.
So everybody's behind. Not come across behind. The boy did the right thing. No, he did not. He didn't. He didn't.
It, right. Retaliation. It's sad to say, but it's gonna come, and we'll probably be hearing about this young man or that mother in a couple of weeks. Could be a couple of days. You never know.
Sad.
But I mean, it could be handled differently for them as well.
It could have. It was in their hands to handle it differently. You know what I mean? He could have like just held the gun at him, like, hey, you asked me, you shouldn't grab the gun because we come from then, not now. You know, and the right thing to do, hey, he should have been calling the police to come intervene. It wasn't necessary to put a gun out. You asked me, I'm surprised they got off because he didn't have a lethal weapon. But
But but you got to remember, man, as you always preach on this platform that you have, you always preach. We're broken, and we got to figure out how to heal our people.
yeah,
And right there was another broken moment.
yeah, broken, grown adult man putting his hands on a woman should have been protecting and looking after the woman. He should have walked away. That's one thing. The teenager at 14 years old, he shouldn't pull the gun out to shoot the gun. You know, the mother should have intervened. Boy, give me that damn gun. If anybody gonna do the dirt, I'm doing the dirt. I can go over a bunch of ways how it could have went down in a better way where everybody could have went home instead of a
Yeah.
body bag or morgue or a funeral going on. Everybody could have went home peaceful. How they say being in that field, a police officer, even gang members, I assume you might be about that life, but I believe people want to live life. You know what I mean? Go home, smoke one, drink one to live on to the next day. Because that man had children. He could not protect his children like that child at 14 was trying to protect his mother, but he did it in the wrong way.
Right. Right. That is true.
And then like he was a man, he was doing totally wrong. But we as trauma and broken people, it shows every day, just like that. These two black men made two bad choices, and it could have been handled in a different way for people had a different mindset. Knowledge yourself. If you love your blackness, you love your identity, you love your history, you love your people, you wouldn't be quick to pull the trigger on your own people.
You're right. You're right about that one.
Then and now.
And
Back then, it was a level of respect. Now, it's not no level of respect. Our children not protected. Our women's not protected. Sad, but from back then and now, still resonates our trauma, our mental condition. It's showing now because I know for a fact the epidemic enhanced the trauma. You know, I said it. The normal people, well, just not us as people, was not able to go out to have a drink, go out to have a good time. Wasn't able to get away from your crazy cousin or your crazy baby mama or your crazy friend that you stay with, or crazy grandma that get crazy, whatever case can be. They made people
right.
stay home, and that's traumatizing on top of traumatized people.
Right.
Then
That is true.
and now.
That is true. I really do. I thank goodness that I was able to work through that, so I wouldn't have to just stay home. Because I guarantee you, probably would have lost my mind as well.
Yeah, I mean, we was blessed, bro. I was able to work through the times, and I feel sorry. My heart goes out for the ones that didn't, and then lost a lot of people, and took that time
Right.
to it damaged them. But I know some people reflected on themselves and embraced knowledge yourself, and some people came out stronger, like myself and you. So more power to the
Yeah.
people.
got that one right.
Let me show
Yeah.
this. I'm gonna show this next video. John Morant, then and now, our problems from now. The difference from back then to now. The level of respect with your gun, the way we carry our guns. We didn't used to show no gun unless you're gonna use a gun. Then and now. Ooh wee.
With what appears to be a handgun while he's riding in a friend's car. Yesterday, the Grizzlies said they were aware of the video and suspended Morant from all team activities pending league review. In March, Morant was suspended for 8 games after he was seen holding a gun inside a nightclub on Instagram Live. A representative for Morant did not immediately respond to requests.
I'd have talked about this before already, but it's funny, but not. Cause how about that? He was in the club, so that tells you that club you should not want to go to.
I mean, if you got to have a gun to go into a club, you need to find something else.
Everybody's at risk up in that club. He had his shirt off. What? Cause he John Morant. He got a hell of a. He got money. He get to act crazy. Oh, that's John Morant. He can do what he want. He can have a pistol, shirt off. He gangster.
Come on, man. I mean, just because you got hella money or you're famous on, but come on, man. Everybody gotta understand that I don't give a damn who you are. We're all trying to have fun. We're not. Nobody's trying to come out here doing dumb shit.
Fact.
But you have people mindset that is in that is in that way of, oh, I got to make sure I'm always strapped. I got to make sure that I'll get them before they get me. Why are we still like that? Couldn't tell you.
Using the old program, the old mindset. Ain't changed the mental, the thinking. Ain't changed your mental. You embrace your own identity. You ain't valuing your own life. If I don't value my life, how will I value your life if we go out and kick it? I don't give a damn about my own. So there you go.
There you go.
And then
That's
like
true.
now I be running out the back door like, oh, I forgot a gun over there and this shirt off. Oh, time to go.
I mean, shoot. You already got to run because you don't know where the bullet's going, so hopefully you don't get hit, right?
They don't got names on them, but these days,
Hey.
how they shoot them, then they got the little hair trigger, wherever it's little thing they got going on. What's it called?
Talking about the hairline trigger.
Yeah, that's the trend. It's a trend. What's some of the baddest trends going on? Anybody can have a regular gun. You can get this little special little trigger, and you can turn your gun into a fully automatic. But that's
Yeah.
a dangerous scenario if you out and about and somebody's shooting with that. Because if a person actually know properly how to shoot a gun, you will want that gun to go off like that. When it's a fully automatic, it's hard to control it. It's
Right.
The recoil is so crazy and out of whack, inaccurate.
Hey. But again, you gotta understand. Am I lagging over there?
You all right? But we're talking about then and now, people. And we're talking about then and now, and the difference between back then and now. The level of respect is out the window. The careless behavior then and now, because it used to be a level of respect. From back then, we used to look after each other. We used to look out, be better man for us. There was a level of respect in the neighborhoods for us respecting each other. You know what I mean? But respect is gone. We used to be like, hey, kids are off limit. The women are off limits. We ain't gonna do this right now. We're gonna catch that brother by ourselves. These days, funk on sight, as they say. Why you sideways, brother? You paused on. But then and now, there's no respect out here. But the main idea, I lost my brother Eddie. The main problem is it's the mental condition. You know, If you don't acknowledge the problem, how would you address the problem? How can we heal as people if we ain't addressed the problem? This is why we got more problems, because we never address the problems, even from segregation. We break down one wall, but we ain't really whatsoever address the problem, the thinking, the trauma. We went through so much and still going through so much because we have not addressed the problem. Then and now. The reason why we still have problems, or even more problems right now. The thinking. Knowledge is the problem. Lack of knowledge of self, lack of identity. You don't know your history. You don't know your culture. You don't know who you are. So you easy to walk around with a gun and show out with your gun to inflict violence upon your own people because you don't care about yourself. You lacking the knowledge of self. And it's that simple. Then and now, it's heartbreaking because we have more problems to these day and times right about now. Right around. Can you hear me, brother?
I'm back in. Can you see me?
I see you. I hear you. God darn it. I see you. I hear you. Think I'm going to time off here. Like I say, man, drop us some comments, man, and give us some insight. What you think? What should we name our show? Two brothers with a different mindset and encouraging our people to embrace your identity, to change your mindset. Like I say, I'm not your news. I just speak on the issues to give you the insight, the solution from my perspective. And like I say, knowledge is power. It can change your thought process, and your thoughts can change your behavior. And that'll trickle down into your actions. Once you acknowledge the trauma, you can rebuild yourself for healing yourself for change. Fact of the matter is, we are traumatized and trauma people, programmed and conditioned in the system. Be awakened for a changed mindset. Be awakened for a changed identity. Be awakened for a changed environment. Embrace your identity, embrace your culture. Like I say, one day at a time, one mind at a time. I'm going to keep pushing and encouraging our people to wake up. One t-shirt at a time. Get your t-shirt at powerlessnow.com. Get your merch, and show that you're changing and transforming to wake up to be a better person so you can be a better person for your environment, for your family, and for us as people. It's my time tonight with my brother Eddie, my power brother, and hit us with some comments and give us some ideas of a name we can have for our platform, our show. Two brothers with two different mindsets emerging together for a better understanding for us as people to have a solid solution for a solid direction. It's my time for the night. Till next time, my people, let's protect each other, unite with each other. Power.